Hi everyone, so welcome you all. So in this video, I'm going to explain about arguments and key arguments. So this is a very important and a very best feature which is available in Python. So by which we can define a function and or method and we can pass different number of parameters. Let's get into started here. So let us see this example. So args allows us to pass variable number of arguments to the function. Suppose if I see this function, I have just created one function called sum which will take two parameters and it will add these two numbers. Suppose this program is only accept two numbers. Suppose if I want pass multiple values, let's say I want to pass three numbers or four parameters or five parameters. And how we can make this function will take multiple arguments or variable arguments. So that can be achieved by using star args argument. So args is not a keyword actually. So we can use any keyword. Let's say star A, star B, or something like that. Okay, so star representing the multiple values. Okay, and let us see a few examples on this how we can use this. And I'll open my PyCharm. I'll just create one Python file. I will name it as a arguments example. Arguments example. Now here as a first example what I can do is I will just create a function. How to create a function? Def sum of. Okay, so here this is a notation we have to use star arguments. Args are nothing but arguments, a simple variable. We can also say simply A or B, something like that. Anything is fine, but this is simple an alphabet we have to use. So this is representing the arguments. And now in this function, I'll just create a variable called s is equal to 0. Let's say s is representing the sum. And along with this, I will also write a small for loop. Let's say for I in args. Args is a variable which contains the values which will pass from external sources. So I'm adding whatever arguments we are getting from outside. So I'm adding all these arguments. That means I'm doing the sum of those arguments. Okay, so I'm writing one for loop I in args, and here I will say s plus is equal to I. So what does that mean is it is exactly equal to s is equal to s plus I, right? So this is exactly is equal to s is equal to s plus I. Now what this statement will do is every time first it will capture the first value into I and it will add that value to the s. So currently s is 0. Right, so it will add the new value to this. Now that will become 1. So let us say I have few arguments like 1 comma 2 comma 3. Three values I have passed. Assume that I have passed three different values 1 2 3. Now first one will be assigned to the I. So currently s is 0. So one is assigned to the s. Now what is the current value of s is 1. Now next value is 2. 2 will be assigned to the I. Now whatever existing value we have in s, it will add 2 to the existing value. So now 1 plus 2, it becomes a 3. And then the last value is a 3. So 3 will be assigned to the I. Now already existing value is a 3. So 3 plus 3, 6. So finally the sum of all three numbers is 6 we will get. So this is simple logic I have written inside the function. Now come out from this function and now I will print the sum of those values. I'll just say sum is, comma, I'll just print s. So this is the function I created. So what this function will do is it will perform sum of the numbers. So how many numbers? That depends on arguments which we will send. Now here star representing the multiple arguments. So we can pass either 2 numbers, 3 numbers, 4 numbers, 5 numbers up to your wish. So this is the main advantage of this argument methodology. So when I call this sum function by passing two parameters, right? So it will perform sum of two numbers. Now when I run this code, it will give you 3. Okay. And suppose if I pass three arguments, I can pass 3 arguments, it will give you 6. And like this, we can pass any numbers like this 10, 20, 30, 40. Now when I run this code, it will give you the sum of all the values. So this is a function which will accept any number of values. Any number of arguments or any number of parameters. So that's the main advantage of these arguments. Okay, star representing the multiple values. Star is representing the multiple values. So the arg is a simple a variable name. We can use any name for this. Okay, and simply I will also show you one more example with the list. So example 2. Let me just remove this. I'll create one more function. Let's say def. Let's say my underscore. This time I'll create function with 3 arguments. Okay, 3 arguments. And now here I'll say a comma b comma c. 3 arguments it will take, and it will print a comma b comma c. Observe this carefully. So I have just created a function, right? So inside this function I am accepting these 3 variables and printing those values one after another. Now what I will do is come out from the function. Here I will create a list. Let's say arguments is equal to, I will just create a list. Let's say 1 comma 2 comma 3. So this is a list type, right? So this is a list type of variable. Args is a list type of variable. Now I want to send this complete list to this function. So I have 3 values here, 3 arguments. I want to pass these 3 arguments in A, B and C. So how we can pass these 3 arguments at the time? So if you want to pass them, you can just call that function. So I'll just say my3. You can call that function my underscore 3 of, I can just specify star args. Args is a variable. Now what happens is star representing multiple values. Now we are sending all 1, 2, 3 values, and this function will receive 1, 2, 3 and will be assigned to the A, 2 will be assigned to the B, 3 will be assigned to the C. Okay, so this is how also we can use while getting the parameters and also while passing the parameters. In both the cases we can use this argument type. Now when I run this code, it will give you 1, 2, 3. Okay, suppose if I take one more variable, let's say D here, and here I'll pass a 4 here. Okay, and then it will also print all the values. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 we passed, A, B, C, D, D we haven't printed here. Let's say print D value and run this. Okay, this is a one more example. We can do that. So one is the first example I have shown you how to receive the arguments by using this argument, and how to send the parameters, how to send the arguments to the function. That's the second example. And one more thing, this example works only when the number of arguments are exactly same as number of parameters. In this example, this number of parameters should exactly same as number of parameters. Okay, now I'll show you one more example with stars. So this is a single argument. Suppose if you want to see the key arguments, we have another variable. So key arguments. So key arguments allows us to pass variable number of keyword argument like this. So key as well as value. Here 2 values we have. So if you have a key and the value parameter like this, we have to go for this argument. Star representing the one star representing the key, other star representing the value. So if you want to pass or receive key and value pairs, we have to go for this expression star. Now I'll show you one more example. Go to your PyCharm. So here I am creating one more example, a function I am creating def, right? So here I'll say my underscore t3 my3, and here I'll say a comma b comma c, 3 parameters. Okay, so here I will just say, okay, so what, okay, this is a one method. So we have seen 2 examples for one star, right? One is getting the parameters into the function and passing the parameters to the function. Similar way, we can also see 2 examples for taking the parameters and passing the parameters. So this example is for passing the parameters. So here in my3 function, what I can do is I specify 3 variables and I will print those 3 variables, a comma b comma c. Okay, now what I can do is I will just pass these 3 parameters as key value pairs. So here I will create one dictionary variable. So a is equal to, so here I can say like this can be any variable name. It may not be args. Okay, it can be any variable name. So here I will just say a is a key and the value of a is, let's say 1. Okay, and then comma, and I'll say one more. So here b is a key and the value of B is, I'll say 2. And similarly, I will just key is a C. I will put the value of C is a 3. Okay, now this is the data. Now what kind of data it is a kind of a dictionary data. Now I am passing this key along with this value to this function. Now let us see how it will work. I'll say my underscore 3. I'm just calling the function of star star A. This is how we need to call. So star star representing we are passing the key as well as value, but exactly from the A, this value will be stored. In the B, this value will be stored. In the C, 3 will be stored. So these parameter names exactly should match with these parameter names. Remember this. And the value can be anything. So this 1, 2, 3 will be assigned to the ABC, and it will print it here. But here the variable names exactly should match with the ABC arguments. So when I run this code, now we will get exactly 1, 2, 3. So here we are passing key values to this function. This is one example. Now I'll show you one more example. This is your example 1, and I'll show you one more example, example 2. So here again I will write one more function. This time I will show you how to receive the arguments, multiple arguments, and def, I'll say my function of and star star some arguments. Okay, some variable you can say. Let's say key arguments. So I am saying key args I'll specify, and inside this function I will write one for loop to read key and a value into a list. Let's say for I comma j, I'm taking two different variables, I comma j in, and this particular variable contains all the values, right? So dot items. What does it mean is we will pass these arguments later. So key and value pairs will be assigned to the I and j, and again it will verify whatever key arguments dot items we have, key and the value will be assigned to the I and j. So once we have these values, we can just print them. Print I comma j. So what this will do is, in the key args I am passing multiple key and values, and those keys and values will be stored in I and j, and now I'm printing the I and j here. And then I'll call this function, let's say my underscore function, and here I need to pass values exactly the same way. I'll just say name is equal to, let's say Tom. Okay, this is the first key and this value, and comma, and I'll specify something called sport is equal to in the single quotations I need to specify something called football. Okay, and then comma, again the other key I'll say the role is equal to, let us say 10. So what I have done is, so I have just called the function with name is equal to Tom, sport is equal to football, role is equal to 10, key along with the value, key value pair. So these arguments contains, because two stars are representing, one is the key, other one is the value. So star representing key and the value, and these key and values will be read in I comma j, and here I comma j will be printed. Now let us run this code. Now you can see here this is an output for this. Name is Tom, sport is football, role is 10. But here we can pass any number of arguments, because star representing multiple arguments. So for example, I'll say something different. Name or sport or roll number, I'll just say height. Okay, and equal to height is equal to, let's say 5, some variable I have sent. Now again this can be hold 5 different values. Now when I run this code, it will give you exact the same thing. Okay, so this is another example for star key arguments, single arguments and multiple arguments. Okay, so this is very important and useful feature in Python. So star argument and a star argument. Okay, so that's all for this video. So thanks for watching this. We have already seen these examples. So thanks for watching this. Please subscribe my channel to get more updates on this. Thank you all.